Hi there, welcome to the Panic Man 10 channel. Today's topic is going to be dating, relationships, and sex. I tried to already do this and I went 18 minutes and 45 seconds kind of thing, so I went over my 10-minute thing. So I got an alarm set here. Let's hope it works for me. Anyway, let's get right down to it. This whole thing about relationships and that, the whole Ken and Barbie syndrome and the battle of the sexes and everything like that really needs to stop. Understand something too, before I even get into this, I'm not bashing, flaming, or anything like that anybody. I'm expressing my opinions and my feelings and my thoughts about what I see that's going on out there, okay? So this is probably going to be part one of several parts kind of thing. So please no flaming. I am being a gentleman about this and I would expect it in return kind of thing. I know it's going to sound incredibly one-sided, but I apologize for that. That's because, I date women only, okay? I understand it goes on both sides of the fence. So I'm not flaming the opposite sex. I'm not bashing the opposite sex. Let's get that out of the way now. You choose to watch this video or you don't. That's up to you. Anyway, I noticed a thing, today in society, okay? First off, back in the 70s and 80s when I was dating, we believed in courting, making love, waiting until we were married, and that sort of thing. Okay, so what would happen is we would get engaged. We wouldn't live together, but we'd get engaged. Then we would get married. That's when you live together, obviously. Hello. And then when we were set in our careers, we would go out and we would start to have children. Okay, that's what we believed in. Okay, now in today's society, things have really gone kerfunknecht. Okay, in my opinion. And what has happened is that people have now started to focus on bed hopping rather than healthy relationships, okay? Now this bed hopping is incredibly unhealthy, first off, because it's sort of well, if things don't work out, I can always move on with somebody else and cheat on the person, or I can go out and get a divorce, that sort of thing. Now this is an unhealthy way of thinking and a rather rude way of thinking as well. So also too, what we need to do is whatever happened to be treated as equals, okay? I understand women's lib, and I'm all for it for what they were standing for and what they were doing, but here's the challenge, okay? Women's lib in this day and age from the 90s on has gone way too far, okay? Being equals is very, very true, okay? I believe in equality, okay, amongst the sexes. But however, women's lib went too far, and now women have all the power in relationships, okay? They use sex instead of making love to get into your wallet, okay? And then they tell you what to buy for them, by the way, okay? Let's say, for example, you want a Hummer, and they tell you, no, you're going to buy us a house. Where did us come into the picture? You're not even contributing into the house at all. I'm telling you what I'm spending my money on, but you're telling me how I'm supposed to be spending it for us, kind of thing. Excuse me, why don't you contribute equally? They also want you to be making a 6-digit income, okay? Excuse me, unless you're making a 6-digit income, don't expect the same from me, okay? If you want to be treated as an equal, think of it this way, for you women out there that are doing this, okay? Is that, okay, what you want from us, we also want from you. And if you don't like that way of thinking, and if you don't like that at all, just the thought of that, then stop doing it to us, because we don't deserve it either, okay? Start looking at us as human beings rather than a Ken doll. I mean, I saw on MSN the other day there that there was a lady that is a professional with a PhD on relationships who told a woman to go out and have a second date. She went out, get this, in 5 minutes and judged the guy off of 5 minutes as to whether or not it was going to work out. If it wasn't for her being asked by the therapist to go out on multiple dates and eventually getting to know the guy, she wouldn't have married the guy. Yeah, that's right. She married the guy, folks. Think about that, okay? All right? Now this whole Ken syndrome and Barbie syndrome thingy, because yes, it goes both ways, is basically this, okay? They want a guy with the biggest, third member, okay, the male member. They want the guy, with the perfect body, sense of humor, intelligent, sensitive, romantic. He has a great personality, has to be 6 feet tall, all this other kind of stuff. Stop doing this. You do realize that just alone by creating something okay, I'm 5'8", which is the average, okay? So you're looking for a guy, let's say 5'10". You just knocked out 90% of the male population that's out there, period. Not the ones that are available, but that's out there, period. Now you take the 6-digit income, that's knocking out 90% of the men, period. Not the ones that are available, but period. So instead of creating the Ken syndrome, which is the perfect person, which doesn't exist, we all have our flaws, why not focus on what is important and stop creating the Ken doll? Because you're not going to find happiness that way. How about focusing on respect, making love, and having the same relationship goals, okay? You want equality in your relationship? Here's how you do it, okay? What you expect from us, you should be giving us in return as well, okay? And that goes for in and out of the bedroom, okay? Look for healthy, respectful relationships, okay? We got to stop bashing one another. We got to stop the battle of the sexes. This just isn't cool, period, at all. Sorry, I'm just keeping my eye on the time here so I know what I got to work with, okay? So yeah, so like, you know, there is no such thing as a perfect person and stuff like that. And look for healthy relationships as well. Also, stop feeling sorry for women. I mean, I got caught up in this too. I did the whole knight in shining armor. I did the whole Superman thingy and everything like that. I paid for this person's education, like, you know, for her child's education, which wasn't mine, by the way, because I'm still a virgin, okay? And I took care of all that because I felt sorry for her. Don't do that. Don't get suckered by that. Also, stop paying for dinners, movies, and everything like that. Go Dutch and see what happens. I can already see the eyes out there rolling. Okay, don't tell me they're not. I see the women already doing it. Oh, good God, what are you doing? Destroying us, man. That's our weapon right there. Is like, you know, this whole sex thingy. They also tell you what they want from you before they even look at you. You gotta make a 6-digit income, you gotta be hot looking, and you gotta have a vehicle that is awesome, and you gotta have a huge house. Excuse me, unless you got the same thing, what the heck are you expecting from me? I don't think so. Ain't gonna happen, okay? I know where I sit in life, and I'm not gonna say it on YouTube live in front of all these people to know, but let's just say, like, you know, I've learned from my experiences in dating as to what to look for and what not to look for. And I hope that this video will help you, and I might have to do several of them due to time restraints here, as I think I'm about to run out of time here. So anyway, stop feeling sorry for them. Also, let's learn from each other's experiences, and let's stop bashing and flaming each other and everything like that. Let's stop the battle of the sexes. That's just not cool at all neither. Also, you'll also find them using gentlemen as an excuse, okay? They'll be like, okay, well, if you're not going to pay for dinner, then you're not a gentleman. Excuse me, I just got the door for you. I just took your coat at the door. That's a gentleman. You know, I'm being nice and polite about things. That's a gentleman too. Just because I didn't pick up the tab doesn't make me a gentleman. And why does everything have to click the same night? Hello? Doesn't have to happen, okay? Alright, so stop expecting perfection. Stop expecting everything to happen all in one night. Give it time to happen. And you'll find yourself in a very healthy, respectful relationship that'll last a lifetime. Okay? Stop bringing your garbage into the relationship, because you know what? I dealt with my backyard a long time ago, and you should have too. If you're out there looking for a relationship, don't bring your garbage into my backyard as well, because my backyard is nice and clean. Yours should be too. Anyway, let's go back to the old-fashioned ways of doing things instead of the modern way there, because the way that things are going now is absolutely ridiculous with all this bed hopping, okay? I loved it back then when it was about dating and courting, and you had relationship goals, and you talked about the future, and you discussed it in a mature fashion, instead of all this bed hopping and going and cheating on people. That's just a bunch of BS. And expecting the guy to take care of everything. Well, that's my time. That's what I have to say for now. Thank you very much for watching. Please post your comments and ratings down below. Thank you. God bless. Have a great day.